Welcome back, everybody. So my name is Vandana Saxena-Poria. I am your guider of ceremonies for the Indo-American Chamber of Commerce Conference in partnership with Automation Alley. So welcome back. Now, having platforms like Chorus Core available is absolutely a boon in the COVID-19 world. But how are people continuing to keep in touch in a time like this? Let's hand over to Jerry Bindra, who's the CEO of Chorus Call India, to get his views. Jerry, over to you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jerry Bindra. I'm the Managing Director of Chorus Call India. Uh, I'd like to start by thanking the organizing committee of the Indo-American Chambers of Commerce for inviting me to be part of this very prestigious event. It's a pleasure to be able to connect with all of you from across the country and probably even across the world. These are really exciting times, exciting and challenging at the same time. All of us in business have really experienced something unique, and I think there have been a number of learnings that we've all acquired. Uh, the purpose of my presentation is to share with you some of my experience. I've been in the conferencing services business for the last 18 years. Chorus Call Global has been in this business for over 50 years. And there's one thing that I can tell you is that all of the years of experience that we've had, the last 1 year has taught us more than the accumulation of everything in the past. The other day, my 9-year-old son came to me and said, is the COVID virus like Voldemort? Every time you think it's gone, it just keeps coming back again. For all you Harry Potter fans, I'm sure you can relate to what I'm saying. But the fact is that the situation that we are in is not going to go away so soon. This is going to be a long drawn battle. And as businesses, we have to think about what will be the impact of this situation on all our key stakeholders. I'm going to reflect on a few. Let's start with your employees. Work from home has now become an accepted norm. In fact, very recently, a survey that was conducted across uh, corporate employees, they found out that 7 out of 10 employees would like to continue to work from home even after the lockdown situation goes back to normal. What does this mean for business leaders? Can we really leave it just to the HR team and leave it as their responsibility to keep employees connected, keep them connected to the root of the organization, keep them connected to what really takes for us? These are all important questions that we need to ask ourselves as business leaders. What about the channel, the sales and distribution channel? We've all known that business depends on the relationships that we built with the channel. In the past, these relationships were built in through personal interaction. The channel itself was able to build personal relationship with their customers. All of that is changing now. Digital has become the new normal. You can't just go out and sell a product. It's more of selling a solution. What does that mean now to our business? And lastly, let's talk about our shareholders or investors. How can we, in the given situation, continue to maintain the frequency of contact that we've had with our institutional investors and our key shareholders? In the past, there used to be an annual general meeting where one would get an opportunity to interact with them personally, or there would be investor roadshows where you would have an opportunity for the CEO or the CFO to go out and personally meet with the institutional investors. How do we now choose to engage with these critical stakeholders for our business? The last 1 year has taught us that the only way that we can continue to keep our stakeholders close to us is by meeting with them regularly through virtual means. Virtual meetings have now become the norm. However, have we paid attention to how these virtual meetings are actually organized and planned? Or do we simply leave them to chance? What is the risk that we carry when we conduct these really critical meetings, meetings that really matter whether it is your annual general meeting, an investor meet, a town hall for the CEO, or a channel meet, how do we make sure that we don't rely only on the technology and leave it to chance? I think the key to making sure that all your critical meetings run successfully depends on the planning that goes into creating these events. We are all connected today on this virtual platform, and there has been a meticulous planning that's gone into putting minute things into place. Meetings that matter require more attention than simply sending out a link. What is also most important in these virtual events is the engagement that one can have with the users. Just because we've gone virtual does not mean that it needs to be a plain lateral display of videos. There are a number of ways in which you can customize the look and feel of the event to kind of give it a more real life feeling. And there is technology available now to support that. In the end, I want to highlight that when it comes to critical meetings and fostering business relationships with key stakeholders, what is important is that even though you've gone virtual, you need to pay attention to making sure that meetings that are held virtually are planned in a way where users have a more natural experience. They are planned in a way where you are not restricted to engaging with them. Virtual does not mean limitation. Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody, and thank you, Jerry, for that. That was excellent. Jerry, can I get you on camera?
Yes, hi Vandana. Thank you for having me as part of the event.
It's been fantastic having you, and thank you for supporting us so much with Chorus Call, which is obviously the provider that we're using for this conference. Tell me, Jerry, how can CXOs connect with external stakeholders? They've kind of got internal staff and everything sewn up, but what about external stakeholders like investors and shareholders? What would you say? Very quick answer from you.
Yeah, well, I think that's a very relevant question, especially given the kind of context that we are all in. There was a recent survey that McKinsey did in 2020 that said that the top three points that are relevant for all leadership is and one of them is how they connect with their external stakeholders.
Right.
And typically, external stakeholders would include investors, shareholders, channel partners who are really spread out, geographically spread out, having different level of understanding on technology. So what you really need is, as CXOs is given the physical constraint that you have now, I think arranging regular planned meetings virtually, which will allow you to reach out to a larger audience. Would really enable you to keep that connect going even during these restricted times. And the advantage with technology is that it really makes it easier, more cost effective for you to reach out to a larger audience. However, the choice of the platform needs to be something where you don't leave it to yourself to do it. I think what is important in these large meetings is to project the right kind of image and to have a team that manages that whole interaction so that everybody's time is taken care of and the interaction between the participants and the CXOs is done in a coordinated manner. So I think the
That's
key is choosing the right platform, using technology combined with a managed service support, and planning it well to keep the connect going.
great. Okay, thank you. So coordination and connection with those investors and other external stakeholders. So thank you, Jerry. We're going to be giving you a virtual certificate, and as a token of our appreciation for being part of Integr8, we will be planting a tree on your behalf. So thank you again for being part of this. Everyone, please stay tuned because after the break, we have Ashutosh excuse me, Ashutosh Parasnis, founder of Newbox Consulting and the convener of Integr8, who will be getting us to rethink innovation in a digital world. And in the meantime, do visit the exhibitors and answer the poll questions, answer the survey. Looking forward to seeing you after the break. Thank you.
Thank you.